Today, I want to talk about a client of mine who came into our session recently with something she has seen on the Instagram. It was a reel about weightlifting through menopause. And she brought it to me because, in her own words, she did not actually know what menopause was. And she's 35. She knew it would happen. She knew it was somewhere ahead of her. But she did not know what it actually meant, or what perimenopause was, or where she was in any of it. And she's not behind. She's exactly where most women are, holding pieces of information that they were never properly taught in a season they were never really walked through. So if you have been quietly wondering what is actually coming, or if you're already in it, the protocols are not adding up. Stay with me. There is a question buried under all of it, and I want to be able to walk you through what it is. What surprised me about that conversation was not that she did not know. It was how common her confusion actually is. And I will tell you what I have noticed after a decade of working on myself and now working with other women. The women paying the most attention to their health are often the ones who feel least clear about this particular season. There is no shortage of information. There is a shortage of someone willing to ask the right question. Hi, I'm Thien. I'm a coach who helps high-achieving women build strength, energy, and clarity that supports the next decade of their lives, not just 6 weeks. And the question I've been sitting with in session after session is the one I want to walk you through today. If this is the first video of mine that you found, I'm so glad that you're here. Stay with me. Here is what almost all menopause conversation looks like right now. A woman starts feeling the symptoms: hot flashes, sleep that is poor, energy that drops, mood swings that surprise her. She Googles it, she joins the group, reads the article, listens to the podcast, tries some protocols. Maybe it is HRT, maybe it is supplements, or maybe it is new diets. Some things might help. Some were excellent, and I'm not telling you to ignore them. But notice what the entire conversation is. It is reactive. The body is sending signals. The woman is reacting, and the protocols are the responses. The whole lane is built around managing what is already happening. And the question that goes missing in all of this is the bigger one. Why are some women not having the symptoms at all? What did they do that the rest of us did not? What were they building all along that the rest of us were ignoring? That is not a question a protocol can answer, because the answer is not in the protocol. And this is the part of the conversation that we should be having. And here's the truth. Menopause is not a random event that happens in your 50s. Menopause is a report card on how the last 15 years were lived. A body that walks through perimenopause well-fed, well-rested, well-trained, well-managed stress, and strong muscle walks through it with a margin. The body that walks into perimenopause running on caffeine, poor sleep, chronic stress, declining muscle mass, and years of under-fueling walks through it with nothing in reserve. The hormones are doing the same thing in both bodies. The fluctuations are happening either way. And what is different is what is underneath the fluctuation. A well-resourced body can absorb a hormonal shift. An under-resourced body cannot. The symptoms that women are calling menopause are often the symptoms of a body that was already in trouble. Perimenopause made them visible. And let me show you what I mean. Years ago, I could not even do a simple math of 7 plus 5 in my brain during my period. And I'm not even in menopause yet. I'm not even exaggerating. Basic math would leave me during that time, and I would sit at my desk staring at numbers that I had worked with for years, and they just would not add up. And I had been told that it was just what it is being a female. It is what it is. That it's just hormones. It is just PMS. Let me tell you this. It was not just hormones. It was a body running on fumes. Sleep that I did not give myself. food that I did not eat, stress I did not manage, training that drained instead of building. I rebuilt the body that I'm in now over years, and I have not had that kind of cycle for a long time, for over a decade. And now here's the question that worth sitting with. What makes a certain woman breeze through menopause? Because they exist. The medical research confirms it. Around 15 to 20% of women go through this transition with mild or no symptoms. Genetics plays a role, ethnicity plays a role, but neither of those things explains all of it. And neither of those things gets a protocol name after it. What does explain it consistently is the body was built on before the season arrived. Strength training that protected the muscle and bone. Sleep that actually rejuvenates. Food that is nourishing. Stress that is well managed. Decades of choices that compounded into a body that is powerful. Almost none of which involves a supplement, a protocol, or a tracker. Hey, listen, I appreciate you. And if you're watching this and something I've shared is resonating with you, I want to ask you to do two simple things. First, hit the like button because it tells YouTube that this conversation matters, so it can reach more women who feel stuck in their body, their energy, and their consistency and think that they are the problem. And second, subscribe, because on this channel, I'm going to talk about things that most people don't explain clearly. How to build strength without burning yourself out. How to lead your body instead of fighting it. And how to stop relying on willpower and start creating consistency that actually lasts, and how energy, identity, physiology quietly shape the life that you're living. So if you are someone who's tired of trying harder and ready to understand your body and yourself differently, then this channel is for you. So go ahead, like and subscribe. And now back to the video. The woman who breezed through built a body that could absorb a hormonal shift without breaking. They are not lucky. They were proactive. They were just doing the quiet work nobody was teaching them to talk about. And I know what you might be thinking right now. If you're already in perimenopause, if you're already in menopause, if you're already listening to this and thinking I should have started in my 20s and I did not, I want you to hear this clearly. It is not too late. The body responds to what you give it now, always. The principles do not change because you're 45 or 55 or 65. The body that is fed, rested, trained, and properly supported will respond. Not as dramatically as it would have at 25, but meaningfully, consistently, year over year. And I will tell you about a client that I work with who came to me with a struggle with her period. PMS that wiped her out, energy that crashed predictably. The week before her period was a write-off. She had been told this was just how her body is and she should just manage it. And we did not chase the symptoms. We worked with the body underneath them. The sleep, the strength, the food, the stress levels. And her last message to me about it was that she finally has the energy through her cycle. The PMS does not run her week anymore. The week before her period stopped being a write-off. And she did not get any younger. She built a body that could finally absorb what is happening. The same principles work for perimenopause, menopause, and post-menopause. The timeline is different. The work is the same. So if the lane is full of protocols and the protocols are not the answer to the bigger question, what is the better question? It is not what protocol do I need. It is what am I building towards right now? What am I supporting in my body so this season supports the next decade after it? And this is a completely different question than what should I take? And the answer is not in a bottle. And a woman I work with said this to me once and I've never forgotten it. The point is to go through it gracefully. And the enemy is unwanted stress. Your hormones are not your enemy. Your stress load is. When you build a body that can handle stress, that has the strength as foundation, that is properly fed and rested, the hormonal transition become what it actually is, a transition, not a crisis. Before you go, I want to leave you with this. What are you currently building towards in your body right now? That question is the difference between walking into the next decade prepared and walking into it unprepared. Whether you are 35 and premenopausal, 45 and in perimenopause, 55 well into it, that question does not change. The answer determines everything. You're not too late. You were never too late. You were just asking the wrong question. And if this video has stayed with you, I want to do something for you. I am opening up a few slots for Decade Reset Chat. A conversation that finally sets you in the right direction for the next decade. A space to look honestly at where your body actually is, what it has been carrying, and what is genuinely yours to build from here. And this is going to be my gift to you. One conversation. Just us. If you would like a chat, send me a message through Facebook Messenger with the word reset on my profile, Thien Wong. The link will be in the description. And tell me where you are in your season, and I will get back to you personally. And before you go, drop in the comments below where you are in the season right now and what are you building towards. And I'll be reading every single one. Thank you for watching today's video, and also check out these two videos in my channel, and I will see you in the next video.